Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Franks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. It's a room to maneuver. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
from the gun. It's Taylor. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Franks now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking of it. But I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Being chased out left. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the...
He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
The kicker on for the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Colts, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 23-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Colts, nothing.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Back to the same target. Campbell puts it on the carpet. It's out and picked up by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 1st down, it's Herbert. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Herbert on first down now. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
Chargers 21, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Franks. He finds his man Johnson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now Franks off the bootleg here. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They give to Taylor out of the gun, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Franks. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Franks looking to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action with Franks. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it in at the 22. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 6.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Mike's 49. Hey, pick your game up. 49. Ready, go.
Franks now to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Juwan Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike.
Back to throw. Franks. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pollard to return from the end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. Franks. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Campbell making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Back to throw. Franks. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Like 9. Check pass.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 30-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, Franks eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Setting up play action. Franks in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Chris Rumpf. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Campbell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Franks. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chris Rumpf able to record his 5th sack of the season. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 22. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Franks now. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down, Franks. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Pushes him over. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Franks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. It's Franks now from the shotgun. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part